Hey everyone, John Henry here, slingshotfutures.com, and welcome to the Market Mindset, where we take a look at the psychology behind the moves today so we can better understand tomorrow. And today we're taking a look at the good old euro. Now the euro had just a little bit of bullishness coming in. Very strong bull market rallying higher in the overnight session. Huge pop up shortly after 8 o'clock yesterday afternoon, which led into a little bit of a flag. Now we can see that flag pretty clearly inside here, arguably even a megaphone, and then we broke above that and continued the rally up. So with that continuation of the upside, we're really putting a big amount of emphasis on the upside here, knowing that we're likely dealing with now an ascending wedge or even a potential spike in channel at that point in time, something like this, looking for continuation to the upside with a heavy amount of buyer's conviction. Now, when we're looking at the rally higher here, the first thing that we need to wait for is obviously when we come in at 8 o'clock, but we also need to wait for a reason to jump on board to the upside. Now, a reason can come in a lot of different forms, especially with this strong of an uptrend. A reason could simply just be that one side of the market, in this case the sellers, are getting trapped in. They're taking the bait, if you will, and they're getting stopped out. Their stop run can sometimes be one of the absolute best setups that you can ask for. We actually had one in the trade room right there for that rally up. For a beautiful rip to the upside. So just a gorgeous example of using those traps to your advantage. But in this case, we have a little bit of a pullback, nice bearish leg to the downside. One thing that stands out on this is a little bit of exhaustion. They got overzealous on that pullback. They went too far, too fast, and now they need to correct. Right? So we're looking for a bullish correction up. When we come in this morning at 8 o'clock, we had a nice little bullish bounce. Sellers trying to sell a very strong looking bear bar, immediately reverses back up, and a beautiful excuse to jump on in for a scalp. Now, as this continues to keep going over and over on the sell side, trying to come in and failing, we have another attempt from the sellers here. Weak selling, strong bear bar, even stronger bear bar, no follow through, right? Where are the sellers? Why aren't they able to continue this drive lower underneath the moving average? They just can't keep it there. The buyers try coming in. Arguably, you could buy into that, but this is a decent amount of bearishness coming in, so maybe wait a little bit. The sellers try coming in, and look at that candle. That pretty much wrote out the book and read it to you in terms of what is happening here. The sellers lose all conviction. They find an exact double bottom and turn right back around. The bulls come in with a vengeance. Huge bullish candle coming in, and the buyers swarm in for a nice rally back up. As we continue to break to new highs, we get a beautiful quick pullback to the moving average, really nice looking hold. And this is all really the way that we kind of approach this is twofold. Obviously the buyers are in control. The overall trend is very massively up, but we also have sellers who are trapped here. We have sellers who jumped in here. There are sellers who jumped in over here. They're trying to get out at break even as best they can, right? They're trying to minimize the damage. It came back to that original entry point that they had, and it missed it by a tick. See how it missed that break-even point by just a little bit? It just tickled the top of it and started running away. A lot of sellers, that is going to make very nervous, and they're just going to take the loss after something like that. They're going to say, okay, you know what? Good enough. I'm just going to take the loss on it. It's not going to let me out of this trade. Fine, I'll cut the bleeding, and we'll just put a Band-Aid on it and get out above this bull candle here. And some may even reverse. So not only do you have sellers turning into buyers above this bull bar, but you also have buyers that are coming in that are fresh, and you have sellers that are turning into buyers and are turning into double buyers because they're exiting their earlier position and re-entering a new long. So essentially you have all of them doing the exact same thing in the same place, and that causes a beautiful rip to the upside for the last trading opportunity of the day. So just a great day of trading on the euro, plenty of opportunity this morning, and that's going to do it for this one. So hopefully you learned something, hopefully you found it interesting, maybe it gives you a new perspective on how to look at the market, and we'll see you next time.